Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. My name is Hannah Bonilla. Behind me, you can see some things I have done in the past 5 months. But today, I'm going to be talking about Lua. Before I head into it, I'm going to explain a term I'm going to be using, which is compiling. Sam mentioned it earlier, but in case you weren't here or you don't remember, compiling is a process of converting code or text into a machine-readable language. It usually takes a quite amount of time, so it can take up to an hour depending on the size of the game. And Lua reduces the compile time. So what is Lua? Lua is a scripting language that lets us store game object values on a text file. Like for example, the amount of health a unit has, or how much meat can it carry, and let us load it into the game without having to wait for it to compile. How is that done? The Lua wrapper row takes care of handling all the Lua function API calls, which makes it really easy for C++ programmer to use Lua to read values from the Lua text file without having to worry about that everything in Lua is done properly. It's really easy to implement. It has good documentation online. It's used widely in the industry games such as World of Warcraft, Far Cry, Crysis uses Lua on the scripting language. Also, it's for a C++ programmer to read a Lua file, or for somebody who's not a programmer, it's really easy to just look at the file and know what's going on. For example, in here you can see one of the many buttons is on the wrong place. Usually this will require finding a file, recompiling the whole game, probably waiting like 5 minutes. With Lua, you can basically do it that fast. Now I'm going to talk about some of the obstacles overcome in these past 5 months. The first one being gameplay balancing. It took us quite a while to get that feel. For example, when we added a unit or special ability, we noticed that that unit was really powerful and that would own every other unit in the map. So we had to take time and balance all that out. Also, the path planning at the start proved to be quite difficult. It tended to go the wrong way, or go a specific way where it shouldn't. Another one is YouTube. It's really tempting when you find a video, you watch it, and then you keep watching funny videos and you spend 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you realize you just wasted 20 minutes watching YouTube videos. We can overcome that. Things we learned, computer hardware problems. My computer and Alex's computer failed a lot, and we had to replace them. And the worst part about it, it's downtime. You cannot be making your game if your computer doesn't work. Also, always have backup for your backup. For example, the source control system anywhere wasn't reliable at the start, so we fall back on a backup source control system when it wasn't available. Mitigation plans are necessary and are flexible. That means that if something, you specify when something is going to be cut out or an alternate solution is going to be used, but you can always take a look at it and check, do we really need by 12 p.m. this to be done to leave it in the game, or can we give it a day more, take a look at it and see if we can finish it. That's what it means. Also, the situation changes on the fly. For example, Tara, our artist, had a class introduced without a lot of time to, like, beforehand, so we had to change our schedule a bit and had to postpone some asset creation and cut some other assets out of it. Now, I'm going to pass it to Justin for the gameplay demo.
Thank you, Anna. And wake up! Alright, I saw some of your heads going down a little bit, but it's about to be a lot more fun in a moment. Johnny, our tech lead, is going to be playing our game, and I'm going to try and keep up with him narrating.
Sí.
I'd like to say that our game is also one of the 3 games in Black Hole Studios using the Singularity engine. He's just adjusting the volume so you can hear the sound, hear the game over me and me over the game. Alright, I think that looks good. Yeah. It's going to go into the skirmish menu. You can change your colors and various other things. Alright, this is our how to play screen. This describes the controls real quick and the units, what they can do and what their special abilities are. Alright, so we just sent those followers to go gather some meat from the buffalo over there, and he's building a few more followers. As you can can see they actually have to attack and kill the buffalo. There we go. Now they take the meat right back to the den. It looks like one of the followers done creating, and he's converting it over to a warrior. There we go. Looks like he's building up an army, trying to defeat the AI. He just revealed all the fog of war using his Raven ability. See what the AI was doing. Looks like they're just gathering food and building up an army as well. It's got about 2 warriors and 1 mystic and several followers still gathering. Well, looks like he's going to expand his territory a little bit. He's taking over that neutral den, or neutral totem in the middle there. And looks like he's trying to cut off the enemy resource chain. Okay. He just used the Alpha's stun howl to stun all the enemy units. Wiped them out really fast. Well, looks like they're still trying to get those resources. He's trying to nullify the totem. When you nullify a totem, it actually nullifies its effects, so it can no longer act as a turret and attack you. And there it goes. Now it won't be attacking his units while they're in the area. It's using a Healing Rain ability to heal those units up real quick. Oh, looks like they have a small army themselves. Oh, but he stunned them. Looks like he just switched the warriors over to Berserk mode, which gives them a boost. Oh, but the enemy Alpha stunned them. Looks like it's going to be over in a few minutes. Alright. Good job. And here's our credits, and we'd like to open up the floor for any questions. Oh, Chelsea?
So you just used diffuse maps, you didn't use any normal or spec maps in this?
The question was, we were just using diffuse maps and we didn't use any normal maps or anything. And the answer was yes, we did decide to go with just diffuse maps. Initially we had wanted to go for a toon shaded style game, but because of some of our special effects and there was an issue with the alpha being in deferred rendering, it would actually put an outline and things on all the stuff we didn't want it there to be. So it was screwing up a lot, but we just decided to go with the diffuse maps and we're not using any normals or anything.
Okay, and just adding on to that, how dense is the wolf meshes? How many polys are they?
She was asking how dense are the wolf meshes, how many polys are there, and I'm going to hand it off to Tara, our artist, to let you know.
I believe the count mainly is around 1,500. Yeah, 1,500 tries.
All right, thanks.
Any more questions?
How much weight did you lose when you cut your hair?
The question was, how much weight did I lose when I cut my hair? And like about 3 days ago, I had my hair about here, and it was all curly and giant fro-like. So yeah, I think I lost about 3 pounds or so. It's a great diet. Any more questions? All right, well, thank you very much. And we are Team Prince.